Hey guys, it's an absolute pleasure to be back with you. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about what I do in terms of my morning routine. Hopefully you'll find this beneficial. I myself find morning routines extremely important in regards to keeping a healthy mind and being able to perform at my best, both in terms of work, in terms of my emotional state, in terms of just being the best useful I can be that day. Yeah. So, these are just a few of the things that I go through in my morning routine. Let's get started. So first one, visualization. Okay, I very highly rate visualization. I think it's extremely important. And I put 5 minutes aside in the morning to visualize what I want to achieve in this coming year. So it's been about 4 months now since I set my last 1 year visualization target. And what I do in the morning for 5 minutes is I completely switch off every kind of distraction that may be there. I close my eyes and I visualize this image in my mind of where I'm trying to get to, of where I will get to 8 months from now. Yeah, every single sense that you can try to bring into this visualization technique, the better. Okay, so if you for example, if it's like on a sandy beach, oh, okay, so you put your hand in the ground, you can feel the sand coming through your fingers. Okay, is it hot, is it cold? As much detail as you can give it, the better. Yeah, what we want to do here is we want to be putting our mind in a state that we've already reached that goal, and then throughout the day what you're going to notice is that kind of overcoming certain obstacles becomes easier, because to a certain extent part of your mind already believes that it's there. Yeah, so that's a really helpful technique that I use every single day. I make sure to put 5 minutes on the timer and I use my visualization technique. Cool. The next thing that I do is I've got a certain soundtrack that I listen to in the background while I'm doing work that doesn't require me to be creative. Okay, so the work that I do, it requires me to use many different skills, but when it comes to creativity, I can't use this. But before, when I'm doing my morning routine, I definitely have this on. Okay, so for me, it's the sound of a train. Why? For me personally, I believe that where I'm at and where I want to get to are two different destinations, right? And I believe that trains, public transport, is one way of getting from one destination to another. So in the background, I'm listening to it a lot of the time subconsciously, really, because I'm not really focusing that much on the sound, but it's giving me the mindset that I'm moving towards my goal, because I am doing activities moving towards my goal, but sometimes I might forget that the activities that I'm doing are moving me towards my goal, because I'm human after all, right? And what the music does, what that sound effect does, is that it reminds me that I'm in movement. I'm in movement towards my goal. Cool. Next thing that I like to do, now this isn't for everybody because not everyone's going to have this device, but I love to use virtual reality. Okay, I bought a virtual reality headset probably I'd say, I don't know, 6-7 months ago or something, and I barely ever used it until I started to realize I could use it for other things other than just playing some games that didn't really bring much value to me, right? What I like to do is I like to use this one application called Tripp, and what it is it's a guided meditation VR application. So I'll put the link below. It's really great. Like I use it multiple times a day. It allows me to do it allows me to find out where my mind's at. So it'll do like a self-report. How are you feeling? Great. Not that I'm feeling great, but it's great that it has that option. Right now I'm feeling pretty good there. And then I'll go through that 8-minute meditation, and then at the end it will ask me again, how are you feeling? Almost every single time that I've used it, I've felt better. Actually, every single time that I've used it, I felt better. Apart from once. Okay, so almost every single time I felt better. So definitely a huge part of my morning routine. And why am I doing it? It relaxes me. It gets me in the right state of mind. I use the focus one in the morning, and then I use the relaxation one at night. Yep. Okay, cool. And I also use that throughout the day. So it's part of my morning ritual, but it is something that I do throughout the day. Next thing, right, so I'm done with I'm done with my visualization. I'm done with well, I'm not done with listening to the music in the background. That's something that I do throughout the day. Done with the VR for now. I like to get my body moving, yeah? So I love skipping. Skipping's really great, especially during these COVID times. If you've got a little bit of space and you've got a skipping rope, go for it. Absolutely love it. Got into it in Thailand and have been on it ever since, really. Especially over the last month or so since this whole COVID situation has been going on. It's been helping me keep fit. It's been helping me. The main thing is with this is that it just clears out the cognitive cobwebs in my mind so that I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to give it my best. Yeah. Next thing, I like to listen to As a Man Thinketh every single day after I'm done skipping. Yeah, so I'll be done with my skipping, then I will go up, have a shower, and while I'm going through that process, I'm listening to As a Man Thinketh. It just gets me in the right state of mind. It reminds me of the things that I need to be reminded of, and it reminds me also of those things that I need to keep well away from my mind. Yeah, so it's really, really beneficial. And another thing that I find really useful as well is just reading in general. Yeah, so there is this book, Eat That Frog. So this is a productivity book, really helpful, really easy to digest, by Brian Tracy. So absolutely love that. And I have another one here, The Language of Letting Go. So my friend Alex gave me this, so thank you very much, Alex. It's an amazing read, and what it does every day, it basically gives you a little tip each day to kind of help make your day that bit better. So reading is really important for me. I'm trying to get into the habit of reading more often, reading for longer, these sorts of things. Not always the case, but I'm trying my best, and but it's definitely part of my morning ritual. So I make sure to at least do a little bit of reading each morning, not necessarily to become smarter or anything like that. I truly feel that my well-being is better because I read. And it's very helpful for me. Also, obviously, these two books are non-fiction, but what I also like to do is I like to read a little bit of fiction as well, and I'm currently reading On the Road by Jack Kerouac. Thank you, Emma, for this recommendation. It's been a really great book so far, and I'm sure it will continue to be. So yeah, that's pretty much all of my morning routine things there. Also journaling as well. So let me just throw out the order for you there that I would do it in. I would wake up in the morning, and I wake up in the morning. One other thing I need to mention. I wake up in the morning to a custom audio. Okay, so basically, I found a video on YouTube. I was like, great, this is exactly what I want to be listening to. This is exactly what I want waking me up in the morning. Cool. So it wakes me up in the morning. I don't have any other distractions. I've got airplane mode on, so this wakes me up in the morning. Great. I get up, okay? I've sorted out my room. Okay, that's another thing that I need to mention there. Sorting out your room, really important. Keep it tidy, right? I get outside, skipping, ding, 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 ding. Listening to my music, great. After that, I'm on As a Man Thinketh. Okay, cool. Listening to that, enjoying that. Yep. Go up, have a shower. Great. Having a shower. Still listening to As a Man Thinketh. Okay, cool. Come down to my room. Okay, now what am I going to do next? I start the visualization. Okay, so I'm visualizing. Good. I've got the music in the background of the train. Excellent. And then after that, that's when I jump into VR, and that's when I'm going to be doing two things. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is a relaxation. So the meditation, the Tripp VR that I talked about. And there's another application that I use called AudioShield, and it's basically it's a rhythm game that connects with your music. So I'm listening to music maybe for about 10 minutes, and it's a visualization game that requires me to focus to play the game, right? So it's getting my mind sharp in regards to focus. Cool. So that's basically what I do in terms of my morning routine. If you've got any questions, please let me know. It's been a pleasure. Take care. Bye-bye.